Welcome to this explainer. Right now, we're right in the middle of a truly fascinating and honestly, absolutely critical shift in our tech landscape. We're moving away from this era of blind algorithmic certainty and stepping into a future defined by nuanced machine confidence. It's a subtle mental shift, but man, the impact it's going to have on our daily lives, it's literally massive. So, if you've ever found yourself wondering just how much faith we should really be putting into automated systems, well, you're definitely in the right place. Let's get into it. Would you trust a machine with your money or your medical care? I mean, it kind of sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi novel, right? But the reality is, invisible algorithms are already making crucial, real-time decisions about our lives every single day. They're just humming along in the background, constantly crunching numbers and making calls that directly affect our bank accounts and, yeah, even our physical health. Section 1. The invisible decision makers. To really grasp the scope of this whole thing, we first need to map out exactly where these automated choices are happening right now. And what's wild here is the sheer scale and the incredibly high stakes of these real-time machine applications. Think about it for a second. Credit scoring algorithms are deciding if you can buy a house. Fraud detection systems can literally freeze your bank accounts in a split second. Logistics routing is out there dictating the efficiency of our entire global supply chain. And medical triage? That's right, machines are actually out there deciding the urgency of patient care. These are not trivial little tasks, folks. These are monumental responsibilities. And the main takeaway? Machines are doing this right now, in real time, shaping our world without us even realizing it. Which brings us to Section 2, the illusion of certainty. Let's take a look at how this creates a very specific and widespread flaw in our current systems. So here's the core problem. Most of these systems, they operate without giving us any clear explanations of their own uncertainty. Basically, they present their outputs as unquestionable facts. When a credit system denies a loan or a medical triage tool categorizes a patient, it spits out that decision as if it's an absolute certainty. A simple yes or no, pass or fail. Zero room for doubt. It's like this all-knowing oracle that you just can't question. But look, as we all know, the real world is almost never perfectly black and white, right? Treating complex, messy data as absolute certainty isn't just misleading, it can actually be downright dangerous. Moving on to Section 3, measuring machine confidence. To fix this dangerous blind spot we've been talking about, we really have to rethink the very foundation of how machines present their findings. And that brings us to a seriously revolutionary approach introduced by Codatta.io, which completely flips the script on how this data is handled. Instead of just settling for the old way, where machines just spit out a final, rigid answer, they're introducing a totally different foundation. It's a literal game changer for the basic architecture of automated decision-making. So, what does this new foundation actually look like? Well, by attaching data with confidence signals, provenance, and validation history, the machine is finally equipped to explain its reasoning. Let's break that down because it's important. Provenance tells us exactly where the information came from. Validation history shows us the track record of how that data has been tested over time. Combine those, and boom, you get a confidence signal. It's a crystal clear indicator of how reliable the machine actually believes its own conclusion is. It's no longer just handing you an answer, it's literally giving you the receipts. Section 4. Trust through nuance. Let's dig into why this distinction is absolutely crucial for those of us relying on this technology day in and day out. This comparison really hits the nail on the head regarding this paradigm shift. We're moving away from the old way, that illusion of absolute certainty we talked about, and moving toward the new way, nuance. Because of those confidence signals we just mentioned, machine outputs can now actually reflect different states. The machine can turn around and say, hey, I have high confidence in this, or I have low confidence in this, or even, look, this is uncertain territory. This completely transforms the whole dynamic. It shatters the illusion of the flawless algorithm and replaces it with an honest, transparent look at the data. Ultimately, the crucial point here is that giving machines the ability to express their own uncertainty actually empowers us. It empowers humans to make the final, safe call. As the source material perfectly puts it, it turns machine output into something humans can safely rely on or override when needed. Think about it. If an AI flags a medical case but says low confidence or uncertain territory, a human doctor instantly knows, okay, I need to step in and investigate this myself. The machine isn't replacing the human anymore. By sharing its level of certainty, is actually partnering with the human. So I want to leave you with this provocative thought to chew on the next time an algorithm makes a recommendation about your life, your money, or your health. Is a machine's ability to admit doubt the true key to winning your trust? We started all this by asking if you trust a machine. But maybe, just maybe, when an algorithm can finally look at a complex problem and say, you know what? I'm not entirely sure. it might just be taking the single most important step toward becoming a tool we can genuinely safely rely on. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and remember, always keep questioning the certainty of the systems around you.